Sayin, the second-year man who had some light opportunity last year, takes over and he throws complete to C.J. Donaldson, the transfer.
There's been a ton of buzz around Sayin. And really, when you look at Sayin and Keenholz, these are two really different quarterbacks. Julian Sayin is more of your prototypical pocket passer. He's listed at 6'1". Seeing him at practice yesterday, 5'11", 6 foot seems a little bit more reasonable to me. But
that was to Mylan Graham, the sophomore, trying to add some depth. That ball is batted and still caught by Brandon Innes.
This run game at Ohio State, it's often been based out of the pistol. Downhill, get the ball into your backs, and there we go. Nice job finding your tight end, a little corner out.
Jelani Thurman.
Tight end group. How about the depth of this group of Jelani Thurman and company, Max Clare. Jake, I know you love this route. A little play action. Corner out, settles in the zone. Perfect throw, throttles him down, and away you go. And this is the arm talent of Julian Sayin, and knowing what the defense is doing out in front of you.
Phillip Daniels transferring in from Minnesota.
Sayin, end zone shot, and it's broken up by Aaron Scott Jr.
Hand-to-hand combat. I like it right there. Guys just battling defense is saying it's clean. Offense is saying it's
everywhere, but they're here to compete in Columbus.
Sayin throws that complete to Max LeBlanc along at the top of the screen. Sayin is looking that way again, and this time he's able to lose the defender who slips and falls. That was Scott, but they can't connect for the touchdown.
It was a great job by Mylan Graham. I mean, he cooked Scott on the release and was wide open. This is something we saw at practice. They were working these fade routes down in the end zone because they have such physically gifted and talented receivers. It's just a little
against the #1 defense again, and Brian Hartline, by the way, will be on the field for the second half calling plays. Max Clare, nearly a spectacular
practice, meetings, preparation, and it's really elevated and set the standard for the new face. You're thinking, then understanding those little nuances of the craft.
That's Carnell Tate, and it's Julian Sayin.
The culture in this Buckeye receiver room is as good as you'll find in college football.
Sayin steps up, and there is Tate with the reception, beating Benosin. And he is
left, but said, no, I want to be part of this program, but haven't played a ton of snaps. We see a little seam route to your tight end.
And there is Max Clare's first touchdown as a Buckeye in front of fans.
He gets lost there, too. Doesn't get carried in zone coverage. They play that too high that you referenced. Really impressive. There he is right there, lined up number 86. Nice job on the release. Doesn't get touched right inside. Sonny Styles, linebacker, doesn't get
direct traffic here. And with defender bearing down on him, he dumps it down to Bo Jackson, our first look
for Ohio State. But he's talking about how he does everything well. When it comes to work with such a focus, he'll have a big role this year on this defense.
Some pressure there for Sayin. Eventually,
he has Downs and Will Howard. Logan George is one of those guys helping reload the defensive line.
That cut loose and snagged by Mylan Graham. He had a couple opportunities.
Edges, got to climb the pocket, sit in the pocket, and then deliver an absolute dime. Only spot that ball could go. And then the catch in coverage, to your point.
That's Sayin at his best, though. Tight spiral, beautiful quick release, accurate.
And another one to the tight end.
Championship, and it might have taken a little longer than what he would have liked to get there, but doesn't take away at all from how special that season was.
Julian's #8 overall player in this class and has made a push for playing time so far in camp this year.
He's operating really comfortable right now.
Sayin again. And his receiver fell down, and that was
at Bergen Catholic out in New Jersey. So I've heard about him for a few years now. Uncle said this guy's going to be an absolute star and a stud. And
you've talked a lot about playing the offensive side of the ball. We know that you're a dynamic punt returner. Is this the year that we see you get some kicks?
Do everything. I think he's the most dominant player on defense in America. I think he was drafted today. He'd be a top 5 pick. I mean, he's that special. And when you have
him and Jeremiah Smith both competing for that trophy.
Julian Sayin taking another shot, and it is broken up. What a play from Lorenzo Styles Jr. against Mylan Graham, the guy who's been the most productive receiver today. You know that Caleb Downs is going to love that.
It's such an impressive.
Been a good day for Julian Sayin so far, and he completes the first play of this drive to Quincy Porter.
you know, 9-10 to me all day long watching him operate.
Pressure coming up the middle from Logan George, and a big sack for the Idaho State transfer.
To Yogi, that was a stunt.
Quarterbacks to do. I mean, Will Howard learned the lesson when they were on the road at Oregon. He said it was one of the greatest things that he learned as a quarterback in his entire career. Look what he did from that moment on.
Sayin into traffic, was moving deftly in the pocket, couldn't connect it with Max LeBlanc.
Now, great pass rush by the game.
So now 3rd and 22, 29 seconds remaining. Sayin trying to set up the screen. Defensive line recognized it, and then LeBlanc unable to hold on.
The line is coming off the ball.
See where he goes with this. Quincy Porter down at the bottom of your screen.
Sayin, deep drop pressure, and the second sack of the series for Logan George.